think he thought he'd be in a one-on-one situation, and they would focus more the Lich and Eyes onto the mid lane to deny Qualifier.
Look at it now. Akke realizes they've already won top lane, so he'll bail out and come down the bottom lane, looking for Synderen. Frost Blast available. Synderen low, no Shallow Grave, and the extra time lock in there for Loda. They helps to find that kill. So we both get to be wrong. The first blood happens just shy of the 3-minute mark. No.
I am also not sure. Sometimes you see it so you get like 1 or 2 extra CS, but I didn't see him really being in danger of missing creeps.
X, Torrent, they're going to go again. Creep up, Frost Blast will connect. AdmiralBulldog, that's some heavy damage. One more attack, but he goes invis, but it reaches. Before the fade time can kick in, and AdmiralBulldog goes down. That's the first good thing that's really gone the way here of Escape. Every other laning phase has been pretty damn... Oh, Yapso's in the neighborhood. He's got to stay out of that chrono. Wait for the torrent mark. And there it is. X marks the spot. They're going to drag Loda away from ERA. Up and running. Here comes S4 onto Synderen. Shallow Grave has to use it on a self-Shallow Grave. The ulti as well from Necro. Not enough to kill off Akke. And with a Death Pulse, it's still not enough to live. S4, great positioning. Allowing that Shark Room to get 2 kills. And then he'll go for more. Up to Yapsaw. Another X marks the spot. He can chain himself up in just a second.
That Weaver very quickly. And thirdly, S4 went on the Dazzle and forced him to graze himself. Maybe Necrophos could have TP'd out.
Okay, first hit, no entangle. Throws it back. The bear can keep running after this one. There's no amplification available, but there's your entangle on EGM. And well, with the Roar, Akke forced back a little bit further. The bear is dropping low. Synderen already used his heal bomb. Akke letting the Lich ulti go. They have to split themselves up. The bear, okay, doesn't really bounce for that long, but S4's got more than enough damage. Synderen, Shallow Grave and Qualifier, maybe a fraction of a second too early, especially when Qualifier cannot complete his TP. S4 dominating harder. Loda, Bash Lord kicks in, finds another one, and they protect their bottom tower and get 3 revenge kills very quickly.
Uh-oh, this wasn't part of the formula. Qualifier...
Especially when Bulldog just used his time-lapse as well. And with their movement, okay, it's not obviously smoke's only going to break when someone walks directly towards them, like Synderen. That'll be a one way to do it. S4, okay, Synderen, what do you do? He wants to break more smoke, lets the weave go. A defensive Shallow Grave, actually not even going to use it. Just Shadow Waves. The bear gets left behind, but Loda gets the Chronosphere, catches that ERA, and Yapsaw just wants to let the ulti go. The ship will fly in, but will it be enough time to buy ERA? No, it doesn't buy Jack.
Wow.
Loda gets himself a double kill as well. And Alliance are steaming forward. Such momentum. They cracked the 3K net worth. And oh, they find an opening. Oh, no, they don't. Synderen thought he did. Then S4 still too big. X marks spot. Torrent ship. They're coming in. The Shallow Grave, which was still sold by EGM a long time ago, allows S4 a little bit more time. But they drop the Scythe and remove him for 53 seconds. But also, the steals in this whole series has just been beautiful. EGM damage too.
Yep, it's actually a little bit unexpected too.
Well, there's your weave already, defensive. Loda jumps in, gets himself a 2-man Chronosphere. They want a little bit more help. Keizu, oh, that Lich ulti, it's going to hurt so hard. ERA's going to drop down. There goes your Scythe, and well, they tried it on ERA. Maybe a fraction of a second too early there.
Wow, what a great chrono by Loda there, and the lift into the Chain Frost. The amount of teamwork from Alliance from these fights.
Blink Crush hitting Bulldog as well as Loda, not easily bailing out. There's no real amplification. ERA caught inside that Chronosphere. Need to keep him alive. The Shallow Grave available from Synderen. He waited just as long as he possibly could while Bulldog time-lapsed out all the damage that was done. S4 jumps in. ERA needs to drop the sight. It's going to bring down S4, and ERA barely surviving. He's got another Death Pulse in 1 second time, and this is the moment for Escape. They can try and turn this fight with a double crush from Keizu. They're finding Loda. He'll time-lapse off his damage here. They're still so low, Escape. They're trying to fight with a Torrent. X marks back. Loda forced in again to fight. He's got another time walk. Jumping forward. Gets the bash over on Synderen. Now he's fighting up against Bears as well as the rest of Escape. Unable to win, however. And Keizu, he's on the run. The Blink Crush, EGM. He's got Shadow Wave available, so a little bit of a heal. But that's going to be all. The burst heal, however, I say that's going to be all. X marks Torrent will drag him in. They'll find the kill. And Escape. A big, long, drawn-out fight, but they do come out on top.
And finally, Escape get their combo on saving the Necrophos. Be able to kite Alliance. Force Weaver uses time-lapse early, take minimal losses during the Chronosphere.
Having Era farming underneath an Observer Ward, though, can't be a great thing for Escape. But it looks like Alliance are in no desire to fight, especially when Loda gets ripped up on the bottom lane. Another good initiation, and there's no Loda for 50 seconds. That's bottom tier 2 tower. You can't give Escape any kind of window of opportunity.
And without Necrophos there.
Here comes Bulldog. Charges his way in. They start the X marks the spot. Cinderin gets out of it, however. He's going to turn around and get that Shallow Grave over on Yamsor, cancelling off the kills. Need to get rid of the Weaver bugs, which are also on top of him. Yamsor can't get out. At least he gets his ship off, even if it is stolen, then instantly returned by EGM. The bear moves forward. The Radiant starts to burn. But Time Walk up at level 4, he does actually have it quickly, but not quick enough. Again, Loda being the man to get sniped out by Escape.
And another bash, another kill.
There is a Radiant Observer Ward there, but now with the movement in from the Kunkka, X marks spot at Akke. I'm sorry to say, bro, but I think you are currently dead while the site that goes to Loda, but it's too early. He's able to time-lapse off the damage. Akke is still fighting strong. Keizu can't finish the job. The Ice Armor is so hard for him to get through. The ship from Yamsor buys a little bit of space here for Escape. It lets Cinderin get out, but Yamsor, there's no real hope. He starts to TP, but it was very optimistic. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade-off. Keizu went a long way south to escape out of that. Not the best fight.
Lone Druid and Escape looking to jump Alliance on this corner of the map.
Oh, you can see Keizu. He's looking at Loda. Oh, boy. Thought they hung in closer. Now the Chronosphere isolates the Slaughter. Cross should be stolen. Keizu, they're out of range. The ship is on its way in. Hits pretty heavily. But with the BKB from Loda, he gets the time lock twice now over on Cinderin. Cinderin with a very premature Shallow Grave. Yamsor wanting to keep Loda out of this fight, pulling it back into the torrent with that scythe. Loda is now gone. Era, well, he needs to move away from the bear and move away from any other hero that's now going to trigger off that Aegis Immortal. The X pulling again Bulldog back into the torrent. He doesn't have his time limits available, but Era can't get out of this one either. He cannot blink. He's got bugs on him. The bear is going to be lost for a second time. There's 90 seconds until there's a resummon as well. So Escape practically losing 4 heroes if we're going to count that bear as the bigger part of the hero of Lone Druid.
Man, Admiral Bulldog's outputting a lot of damage in this fight, dealing twice as much damage as anyone else on the side of Alliance, even more so than a Timber, although I'm not sure if this counts bear damage.
2 masts on this brigantine.
But Admiral Bulldog's certainly going to be very high in that aspect. Deficit. So he could die very quickly if he doesn't get his spells off in time. This is gonna be, he has BKB. I don't know if they can kill him before the BKB, but they will try.
Especially with EGM and Akke sitting right behind, and they jump. Era going for that side. Loda, yep! They bring him down.
EGM
3 seconds on the sideline. They're able to get themselves free of the Chain Frost. EGM, that tether, that X-Mark spot back, doesn't do enough. In fact, Keizu being initiated on by S4 is an instant trade-off in the buyback. Arriving from Loda, Savage Roar. The balance is able to allow Escape to get back out of this one, barely. However, for the Necro, that's going to be worth it.
Oh, definitely. EGM did not use his Glimmer Cape. I think that was kind of what Faceless Void was relying on, so that he could pop his BKB and then time walk and then get a kill on the Escape heroes. But without that defensive spell, the telekinesis is not.
Sort of getting next marks a spot.
I think they just walk inside the pit and try and bait it out. I guess they can maybe scout with a Lone Druid Bear, but Alliance also might be unwilling to take a fight because they do not have the Chronosphere.
Oh, they jump up. Admiral Bulldog instantly bashes. He went in. Now the ship's coming in right on top of Alliance as well as Escape. They come in from both angles. BKB's popped across the board. Keizu getting time locked as well as he tries to run himself out through the north. I'd say tries, succeeds. Probably the most exposed of them all, and probably also the most tankiest of them all. So the smoke will break. S4 wants to walk up, so they need amplification, they need the crush, they need the control, and with the sight, the damage is still not enough. S4, can they? Yep, they can. They can bring him down. Reaper Scythe was stolen up by Rubik, so careful of its Aghanims upgrade.
Uh-oh. That is...
Yep. GM. What's that X marks spot going to go at Bulldog? The entangle. They need bashes as well. Won't happen. Bulldog will timeless at the damage. Chronosphere now over on Keizu. And there's the Soul Insight. But the Shallow Grave from Cinderin at the perfect time. Cancelling off the ulti. You'll still end up getting the kill on Slaughter. And Cinderin will fall as well. But Roshan's on up for another minute and 20 seconds. And Escape are bailing out for the defense. while Kuiper trying to force this top lane in as quickly as he possibly can. A good target to throw that scythe on, because no one's dropping low. They can't do any level of damage. And ESC, what are you going to do? Wait out here forever? Kuiper already has to go for the resummon on the Baron. Era gets caught out. Again, a good shallow grave arriving from Cinder, and they need to get some space on this Necro, but the space isn't there, and there it is. Good game, well played. Alliance will take the series 3-1, and will go directly into the main event of the International 2016. But it's still big props to Escape. They were able to get themselves all the way through, and Syndrome will be attending another TI.
Yeah, still have a chance of attending the main event through the wild cards, but